Distance and displacement are two important concepts in motion. Distance is the total path covered by an object. In this example, the object travels 4 meters, then 3 meters, then 2 meters, and finally 5 meters. So the total distance covered is 14 meters. Displacement is the shortest straight line distance between the starting point and the ending point. It depends only on the initial and final positions. Here, the displacement is 5 meters towards the east. Remember, distance tells how much ground is covered. Displacement tells how far and in which direction the position changes.
Distance is a scalar quantity, so it has magnitude only. It measures the total path covered. Here, the total distance is 9 meters. Displacement is a vector quantity, so it has both magnitude and direction. It measures the shortest straight line distance from the start to the end. Here, the displacement is 5 meters toward the end point. Distance depends on the path, while displacement depends only on the starting and ending points.
Let's understand distance and displacement. Distance is always positive, or zero, because it measures the total path traveled. Even if the direction changes, the distance keeps adding up. In this example, the object travels 4 meters, 3 meters, and 2 meters, so the total distance is 9 meters. Displacement is calculated as final position minus initial position. It depends only on the starting and ending positions, not the path taken. Therefore, displacement can be positive, negative, or zero. A positive displacement means movement in the positive direction. A negative displacement means movement in the opposite direction. And zero displacement means the object ends where it started. Remember, distance depends on the path, while displacement depends only on the initial and final positions. In this example, the object starts at 0 meters and walks 5 meters to the east, then stops. The distance traveled is 5 meters because the total path covered is 5 meters. The displacement is also plus 5 meters east because the starting point and ending point are 5 meters apart in the east direction. In this example, the object starts at 0 meters and walks 3 meters to the right. It then turns around and walks 8 meters to the left, passing the starting point. The total distance traveled is 3 plus 8, which equals 11 meters. However, the displacement is negative 5 meters, or 5 meters west, because the object finishes 5 meters to the left of its starting position. This shows that distance depends on the path traveled, while displacement depends only on the starting and ending positions. In this example, the object starts at 0 meters, walks 10 meters to the right to the mailbox, then turns around and walks 10 meters back to the starting point. The total distance traveled is 20 meters because both parts of the journey are added together. However, the displacement is 0 meters because the object finishes exactly where it started. This shows that distance depends on the path traveled, while displacement depends only on the initial and final positions.